Hello, YouTube. Thanks for tuning in to another episode, or I don't know what you want to call it. I don't want to get all technical, but anyway, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you took time out of your day to listen to what I have to say. That makes me feel good. I really appreciate it. And my last video, I basically was talking about my testimony and why I'm pro-life. Today's video is going to be about kind of a combination. It's going to be all of this coronavirus, and I know everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. But also in regards to what is non-essential, what is essential, and what is, or I should say, is an abortion an essential procedure? Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. Hello again, YouTube. Friends, family, whoever's deciding to tune in and listen to me, I appreciate that you're here. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell button if you haven't already done so that way you know the next time that I upload a video to YouTube. So today I want to discuss just a few things. I don't think the video is going to take that long, but I did want to go over a few things that's kind of been, I don't know, been really bothering me. Like I said in my last video, I have been pro-life all my life, and I have my own story. And if you haven't had a chance to go and listen to my testimony and my story, I encourage you to do so. But this video, I wanted to kind of go over all of the different states that are, and I will tell you the ones that I've found. And if for some reason you see this and maybe your state has changed since I put the video out, please comment below and let me know. But this is all as of today, Tuesday, March 31st. So this is the information that I've gotten as of today. But anyway, I wanted to talk about why these states are allowing abortions, even though they have said that, non-essential businesses are to be open. And abortion is an elective type of a procedure, surgery, if you will. It's not an essential surgery. It's an elective. It's a choice. We already know that PPE, in other words, personal protective equipment, that is really hard to come by. And it's also known that Planned Parenthood and other abortion facilities have got an abundance of masks, gloves, things like that, gowns, that you have health officials and workers and staff that are scrambling, trying to find the right equipment that they can use to treat coronavirus patients. I mean, these are people that are dying daily. These are people that are struggling to stay alive. And you've got Planned Parenthood on the other hand over here going, oh, no. I have to have all this because abortion is such a big deal. It is a big deal. But killing a child is an even bigger deal. But what the problem here is, Planned Parenthood and those like Planned Parenthood is starting to see this right here go out of their pocket, okay? And if they have a day, a month, however long, and they're not able to perform abortions, guess what, people? They go under, which I would probably throw a huge party if that actually ever happened. But what I found out is several things, and I'm going to be looking now because I had to write a bunch of notes. I was busy scrambling. But as of today, I'm going to go over the different states that I found. Alabama, all elective dental and medical procedures have been delayed. Let me just say this. Alabama, Ohio, and Texas are the 3 states for sure that have said that abortions is considered a non-essential procedure, and they have banned them altogether until further notice. I will get into the ruling that happened today too, which is on a pro-life stance a good thing. Arizona has halted all elective surgeries. Now, keep in mind as I go through this, I can guarantee you New York and California, and I know for a fact Illinois are still allowing abortions. Okay, but it just I don't know, boggles my brain that they think that is some kind of a essential procedure when it's not. California has halted all non-essential medical care, and all of those must wait. Connecticut has stopped all non-essential businesses. Delaware, same thing. DC, same thing. Iowa has suspended non-essential and elective surgeries. Kansas has shut down non-essential businesses. Kentucky suspends all non-life non-essential businesses. Louisiana suspends non-essential business surgeries. Maine, all non-essential public-facing buildings are to close. I don't know if that's what it said. Maryland, nothing on non-essential. They just have the stay-at-home order. There's other things there, but the stay-at-home is mainly the big thing. Most of these states have a stay-at-home order. Massachusetts, they're to close all non-essential businesses. Mississippi has a state of emergency, but there was nothing in there that stated that non-essential businesses were to close. Missouri, as you can see, my home state. I can tell you more about my state than the other ones. Our Governor Parsons, he has declared a state of emergency. He's also put out an executive order, which I was a little shocked because I hadn't heard this until I looked this up, to use the National Guard. Okay? He's, himself and the head of the health department here in Missouri, they have asked that you limit your eating at bars and restaurants. Well, I know in my town, and I'm about 30 minutes west of St. Louis, there are no bars that I know of that are open, okay? And restaurants around here, you cannot public dine. You cannot, you can't go in and dine. You can order something and have it delivered, or you can pick it up. But as far as dining in, I haven't seen a restaurant that you can do that yet. Also with veterinary clinics are open, but you must wait out in your car. You call the veterinarian or the vet tech. They come out, they get your dog, your cat, whatever animal you may have. They take the animal in, they do whatever needs to be done, unless it's a surgery. And I think that a lot of veterinary offices, unless it is a life or death type of a surgery, are they even performing those right now? So mainly doing shots, and if the cat, dog, whatever is ill, they're tending to that. All of our schools in Missouri are closed. We thought they were going to open up. I think it was April the 6th. Now Governor Parsons has moved it now to April 30th. My personal opinion, close schools altogether till next year. If you're gonna close them out till April 30th, then you're only talking what, a month, month and a half, if that, of school left. I mean, what can these kids get accomplished? I understand it's going to put a hindrance on like your seniors and the prom and all these things that go along with it, but come on, we all have to sacrifice some way. I'm about to go stir crazy from this isolation myself, but we all must sacrifice in some way, shape, or form. Now, I will say this. Missouri has not done basically a stay-at-home order. Now I know St. Louis County and St. Louis, the city, that Mayor Lyda Krewson, she has. But as a whole, the whole state, we are not under like a shelter in place. We're not under any type of order that would make us stay at home. Okay, now they have asked anybody that doesn't work in a non-essential type environment, if you can work from at home, work from at home. The other thing I will say that as far as abortions go here in Missouri, I know we have got probably one of the strictest heartbeat bills out there. And we had one, I say had because it's not even a working abortion clinic anymore. It's still open, but we have found out that they are sending everyone to either Granite City or Fairview Heights, Illinois. So good thing for Missouri, but unfortunately babies are still being murdered by the hour, by the day, so on and so forth. Moving on, Montana has closed all non-essential businesses. Nevada, same thing. New Hampshire, New Mexico. New York, Governor Cuomo has banned all non-essential services and businesses. But has he banned abortions? Very, very doubtful on that. North Dakota has closed all non-essential. Ohio, again, Ohio was one of the states that specifically said they were banning abortions. Oregon has closed non-essential businesses. Puerto Rico is the same way. South Dakota has postponed non-essential elective surgeries. So again, a lot of these states, they're, what are they considering non-essential? Texas, we went over Texas, and I'll go over a little bit more about Judge Yackel and so on and so forth. Utah has restricted non-urgent medical surgeries. Virginia, they're going to stop all elective surgeries. Washington is the same way. Now, as far as this whole thing with Planned Parenthood and abortion providers like them, they filed a lawsuit against Ohio, Texas, and Alabama. And, they were saying, abortions, it's not elective, it's not non-essential. Well, if that's the case, then why is it a choice for women to go and have these? For an abortion to be done, it's usually done in the very first trimester. You very rarely ever hear it being done in the second or the third, but they do it in some states, unfortunately. And so, this is all by choice, okay? So that being said, me going in and say I needed to have my teeth cleaned, that's a choice. Now keep in mind, I'm not comparing a teeth cleaning to an abortion. There's no comparison whatsoever, okay? None whatsoever. Killing a child is murder. It's murder. But as far as the choice goes, that's kind of how these states are looking at that is, what is non-essential, what's essential. As far as I'm concerned, and a lot of your top pro-life activists out there, it's an elective, non-essential service. So what happened was, of course, they did this lawsuit. Judge Yackel, he basically went in there and overturned what Governor Abbott and the other governors had put in place for these 3 states. Now, what I found out today is, let's see, where did I write that down at? Is that the 5th Circuit overturned Judge Yackel's decision. So, Ohio, Texas, Alabama, congratulations to you guys. You guys can continue to put abortion in the category of non-essential businesses and elective businesses, or, under like an elective surgery. So that was a win. That was a big win for those 3 states. I I just wanted to share with you guys, just so you get a comparison, abortion versus coronavirus, okay? In 2018, 2019, in the U.S. alone, there was 862,320 abortions performed. That's 862,320 human beings that were killed just last year, between 2018 2019. So they did 1 month in 18 and 1 month in 19, so they'd have a year. That is on average of 2,566 babies being murdered daily. Daily. I don't know about y'all, but that makes me it just makes my stomach turn. It just makes chills go up and down my spine. It makes the hair on my arms just stand up when I think about that many babies being murdered daily. And Planned Parenthood has the audacity to say that that is choice, that is an elective, essential procedure. Well, I'm here to tell you I beg to differ, okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, if it wasn't elective and it wasn't a choice, then why in the world do you have all of these feminist, radical women that are going, my body, my choice, my body, my choice? Well, I got news for you, darling. It's not just your body, okay? When a baby is formed, fertilization happens, that baby takes on a whole unique being. It has its own DNA. It has its own everything. Okay? Yes, it might be inside your body, but it's not your body. That baby has rights. There has been so much technology that has come to light. Maureen Kondik, you can look her up. She's on the National Science Board. And she did a interview, or, testified, I should say, in front of Congress. And she basically proved, because she's a leading expert in pediatrics and pain in utero. And she basically stated back in, I want to say it's 2013, that babies do feel pain. Their brain and receptors target that, it can come through, and it can that baby can feel because its brain receptors are working. Okay, and their hearts start beating. They've been able to prove that the heart starts beating between 18 and I think 22 days. So that being said, if the baby has a heartbeat and it is being killed in an abortion, that's murder. That is murder. Okay? So, getting to the corona, and I have to just say that my prayers and my thoughts are with everyone that is being faced with this right now. We have someone in my family that has this, and so they're doing better, thank God. They're young, so I think they're going to be able to be okay. But what worries me is their family. They have children. So, anyway, right now, as of today, there's been right at 3,500 people die from the coronavirus. There has been 173,000 plus that has tested positive in the United States. They expect that number to increase. But as you can see, there's been 3,500 people die in how many months? December to now? There's 2,566 babies that are killed. They don't just die. They're killed. They're ripped apart out of their mothers every day. Think about that. The next time you hear someone from Planned Parenthood, someone from a feminist or whomever that is pro-choice, and they holler, my body, my choice, ask them again, if it's your choice, then how is it Planned Parenthood is considered an essential business and it's not elective if you're electing to get an abortion? And remember, folks, even though Roe v. Wade was put into place, that's under federal law. But you always hear Nancy Pelosi and you always hear Chuck Schumer. I mean, you saw the spectacle he did the other day, right? Threatening the Supreme Court justices. It's like, oh my gosh, that was unbelievably stupid. He's a disgrace, just like Nancy Pelosi is. And they want to say, oh well, an abortion is a constitutional right. No, it's not. There's not a thing in the Constitution that states that you have the right to an abortion. A woman has the right to privacy, sure, but there's nothing in there, absolutely nothing, that states abortion is a constitutional right. What it states is, under the 14th Amendment, everyone, all, has a right to life. And on that note, I'm going to end this. You guys have a good night. And stay safe, be healthy. And until next time, this is Midwest Mama signing off.